All right, so welcome to today's Pocket Coaching. I wanted to just show you how I go about creating these clips like this. I'm pretty sure, I'm kind of putting myself out there saying this, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to do really good. So that's why I wanted to show it to you. Now, the program I'm using here is ScreenFlow for Mac. Now, I've been showing you this program in and out a little bit, but what I did was I've got this right here. I had this, I used this single slide. So this is from a previous presentation. And this is a presentation I did with you. So I'm now taking, so that's the whole like thing behind the brand, right? Make once, like you can make something once and you can use it over and over and over again. Or you can make something once and it can pay you over and over and over again. Or you can, make something that you can use a million different ways. And so that's what's happening here. So I could create I could go create short form content, because you ask all the time, how do you get up to 1,000 people? Or what do I post to make things grow? And how do I get people to follow me? Well, the best thing that you can do to create to get people to follow you and to, build your account up, all I did was tons of how-to stuff. People want to know how to do things. So whatever it is that you teach or whatever it is that you offer, educate them on that, but do a good job with it. And you'll get followers. I mean, they'll just come. They'll want to get more of that stuff. So you have to stay on topic, though. This is why you can't be all over the place. And you got to present things. So I create these slide decks all the time, right? I just take these single things and I teach you with them, right? And then I can take this. I could do a video just over this page right here. And they would be like, wow, this is amazing. So whatever it is that you're doing, create a slide deck that takes them through a part of the process. I literally came in here and I said, I'm going to show you how to generate leads and sales, whatever. We did this. I created this slide. And now I'm using this slide to create a piece of marketing material that's going to help grow my business, because I'm going to get followers. They'll go over to my website. They'll get into my email list, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'll nurture them and turn them into people that know, like, and trust me. And a certain percentage of them are going to buy from me. This is what you do as well. So I took this picture here and I just recorded myself and the screen at the same time, and then I got it here into ScreenFlow, and then I put a music track at the bottom. I went through and I edited out all the stuff that didn't need to be there. It's about a 2-minute video, so it's a little longer than I typically do. And then I added things like this arrow in here, right? So you can go up here and you can add, you can see so over here, if you're using ScreenFlow, it does, it costs a little bit more. But you can, listen, you can edit things differently than this. I'm just telling you, when you go a little bit more into things like this, yes, it takes a little bit more time. Yes, you got to learn a little bit, but you can do that, all right? You're not a tree. You can learn how to do things. But up here, there's tools like this that allow you to do fancy stuff like put arrows on here, because it helps people learn. I mean, look at this. So let me show you a little bit here. It goes through and I'm talking about it and I'm adjusting. See how things are moving? First off, this keeps their attention because it keeps moving, right? If you look at a movie, when people go to create movies, they literally change the scene every like 10 seconds. Most of the time, there'll be a little bit places where it's a longer view, but it's always zooming in or zooming out or moving here or going there. And when you do that, this little human brain of ours stays on board. And so that's why I've got these arrows moving. I have it traveling like this. Their brain gets caught in it, and it allows them to continue to get the information and learn. And it also entertains them at a certain point. It's doing a lot of things. I've got a little light in the background. You see this little light? Look, if I shut this off, it looks a little bit more boring in here and stale. But if I turn it on, it looks like I'm in the, Arctic filming by the ice caps or something with blue light coming out. All I'm saying is, if you can make your stuff look a little nicer, listen, we don't want to stand around and look at dog turds because they're ugly, right? So if you can make things look a little nicer, maybe clean your background up a little bit, or make something look kind of, like there's like you give a crap, and you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to do this and you're trying to help them. If you do a little bit of that and then you talk to the camera, or you could do faceless. I'm going to show you guys how to do faceless content in another video here. But I added some little arrows so that while I was talking and showing them at the same time, which is the key, I'm also pointing at things and moving things around a little bit. And these little purple sections here, this is where you can animate how things move. See how that thing's moving? All I do is come up here, and when I click on something, like right here, let's say so I clicked on that clip. Well, let's just say I wanted to move I can move this clip, I can move this clip, okay? Let's say I want to move my head down here, okay? I come up here and I click on this because it's the video. That's how you edit the video stuff. And I just click action, and see how it put that little yellow thing down there? Here, I'm zooming in on the clip. See how it did this? So it's basically asking me, where do you want the clip to be now at the end of the movement? So I could just have it zoom up like this. Right? So that's where I want the clip to end, and then look where it starts. It starts over here. So I could say the clip could start like real small, right? And so then by the time it gets to the end of it, it's real big. See the movement there? And then I can even drag that out for how long I want that to do that. So I can click on it and I can just drag it out. Okay, so like when I play it, say, hey, your call's been booked. Here's what to expect. See, it gives it a little bit, right? Now, it's not completely necessary, and I don't want you getting bogged down with all this either, but I do know that if I go through and I look at my page, I do know that the clips that I spend a little more time on and that I do a better job with, guess what? They get me more followers, they get me more clicks to my website, they get me more leads, and it helps my brand grow. So, and it kind of just goes to point, right? It's like, if you spend time creating quality stuff, you're going to get a quality output, right? So, but, at the same time, I don't want you going, oh, well, if I can't create stuff like that, then I'm just not going to create stuff. That's not the right attitude to have. You need to still create, but you need to also challenge yourself to learn and grow with your tools, just like a mechanic has to get better with its tools. And then as the mechanic gets better with their tools, they can do more car repairs, they can make more money, they get a better quality product and repair, so people want to send them more people. So just like this, if you're going to be in the world of doing what we do here with selling your advice online and teaching people how to solve their problems using the computers, you're going to need to try to get better with how you talk to the camera, how you edit your stuff, or again, you can outsource this too. But I just wanted to show you this. And then my call to action at the end is pretty simple. Free course, makeonce.com. It's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. So it doesn't have to be some world-renowned call to action. You just need a call to action. And it's not always good to put it at the end all the time either. Some people don't make it to the end. Sometimes I'll put them up here in the beginning of the video, right? And so but again, it's testing, it's trying different things. But don't just say, oh, well, I'm not good at that. Well, nobody's good at this stuff. You have to figure it out. And if you're going to try to do this and not try, but actually achieve and get results, you're going to have to work on, your thoughts and your mind about how you're going to do this. Just like Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods or whoever, they had to hit thousands of shots. They had to swing that club 1,000,000 times over and over and over and over and over and over. I seen on a thing one time, Tiger Woods said, he goes, I would not leave the golf course until I made 100 putts in a row. Okay? You have to learn how to do this stuff. I still suck at this stuff. I'm just gradually getting better over time. But you have to practice and do it, or you don't get better. And you're not going to get better by thinking about doing it. You got to do it. So practice. See what you can do, challenge yourself, learn a little bit as you go, try some tools, and make some nice stuff that really, when they watch it, see the goal here, I had a single result that I wanted them to get, which was, hey, here's a funnel that I used to make this much money, and if you use this funnel, you'll probably have results from it as well. Here's how the funnel works, here's what it is. That's what they're going to get in this little 2-minute nugget, and hopefully they share it, they like it, they save it, and it goes crazy, right? And it could flop. It might suck. I don't know. But you can go to my TikTok and check it out and see what it looks like and how it sounds, and you be the judge if you like it or not, okay? So anyhow, that's the lesson for today. Try to make something that matters. Try to make something quality. Put it out there and practice. one a day, nice one. One a day, nice one. The rest of them maybe fast. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm using. And then I use Opus Clip. And I'll talk about that later, but I can take my live. I downloaded my live from yesterday, which was a good live. And then I put it into Opus Clip, and that thing's going to cut it up and give me a bunch of clips that I can use in that as well. So hope this reached you well. Hope you're going to have a good holiday here. Be safe, have fun, have a good weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.